Hi. I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
It is a form of ecstasy, and more people are getting hooked on it.
Pop the Molly, I'm sweating.
There's never been a hip-hop craze for cocaine. Selling it, yes, but doing it, no. And remember, I'm referring to the music. There's tons of cokeheads all over the entertainment industry, and rap is no exception of that. For starters, hip-hop made it late to the cocaine buffet that was the 70s and the early 80s. We didn't make it into Studio 54. But in the last year or so, Molly has become the it drug. Trinidad James, who wasn't the first to talk about it, but really brought it out there with Old Gold Everything, he was born in 1987. But before he could even step inside a booth, someone else avidly endorsed drug use. Eminem rapped about Vicodin, Valium, just to name a few, and while the media criticized him for it, we stood by him. But why? Get your head out of your ass if you're thinking along the lines of race. I think there's an unwritten agreement in all of us that reads, I'm okay with the promotion of deadly drugs in my music as long as it leads to some introspection. Signed, whatever the fuck your name is. In other words, we gave Eminem a pass because he had a creative story behind his drug use. My mother, my girlfriend, my daughter. I don't want to disappoint my mentor. His old albums can serve as a cautionary tale about how drugs can hinder you from having a healthy relationship with a loved one. So much like in a way that most people hate guns, but they're okay with them if they're used against criminals, we're okay with drugs in our music as long as it's a means to an end. Now this is drug use for the sake of drug use and nothing else. No warning label. This is also what we would all categorize as party music, so we can't take it too seriously. These songs aren't made for the brightest amongst us, but one thing is scary. Look at the fact that Wiz Khalifa is featured on this Molly song with Tyga. That represents the blurred line in this country on how we make kids look at drugs as all equally evil. But like most people, you smoked weed in high school, you laughed, you ate, and you went to bed. And now as an adult, you know the difference. But if you're an 18-year-old Wiz Khalifa fan, why would you think Molly would be any different? Everything you heard about weed wasn't true. He endorsed it. It must be the same. Then 2 weeks later, Junior pops a Molly and he does more than just sweat. In fact, he ends up in the emergency room, the local news catches a hold of it, and the story goes national. CNN's Wolf Blitzer then runs a sensationalized segment called Molly Songs and the Evil Rappers Who Promote It, without giving any consideration to the fact that no one educated that kid about the degree of drugs. Of course, we never get to that point because CNN gets Tyga to come on via satellite, and he makes it about parenting, lack of parenting, as if teenagers ever listen to their parents. By definition, they are teenagers and they are burdened by their parents, which is what makes them teenagers. But who do they listen to? They listen to rappers who hop on screen and talk about how great drugs are, and since someone tells them that the first drug that they'll most likely take, which is weed, is peaches and cream compared to Molly. So they take it, they get confused, and then they head to the internet and search for answers in blogs and the world of music commentary until they find themselves every Monday sitting around waiting for some pontificating lunatic to upload 3-minute videos just like this. But seriously, anyone who's influenced by Trinidad James or any of these other Molly songs is in need of true self-evaluation. Because remember, your life isn't a music video. It's a life. Just smoke a blunt or two, shut the fuck up, listen to your parents every now and then. You'll be fine. Trust me.